Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We're glad you're here. So we've got the boat down at the boat ramp and it's all ready to go. It's a little cooler than we thought it should be, but it's a beautiful sunny day. So let's get to it.
Here we go. Let's see if riding in the boat is a disaster or not.
Just remember the audio doesn't pick up very good from behind it, so you have to speak up.
I will talk louder, just so you can hear me.
Absolutely. My swivel seat, I'm not sure if I needed to swivel this much. It's kind of cool.
I told you we might not need swivels.
So we've never used this boat ramp, but other people have, so it ought to work.
We're gonna find out.
And this is the first time we've had this boat on the river. We've had it in some small ponds and it did pretty well. So we'll see how it goes. The nice thing is there's not much current here, so we should be in good shape. That's the problem you run into on the river sometimes, is you've got a lot of current. It can get exciting.
And y'all did put the plug in the boat, right?
Oh yeah, it's right there. I put it in from the inside so you can see it. Okay, go slow.
Hopefully you can hear me. Oh.
Okay. Let me put the, yeah, just hold it right there and let's make sure the motor starts.
Incoming, watch the drone.
Kind of a silly.
Yeah. I like something obvious.
Right. A jet ski, a 10-foot.
Oh, I know it. I love them. So we were worried about the water shooting out of the thing because we couldn't remember where it came out, but we played with it and it's shooting water out, so the water pump's working, so we don't have to worry about overheating. Because that's just one more thing. Well, it's not too super cold. That's nice.
Lanyard safety.
That's right. So where are you going to do this? Probably a better place to do that.
First thing he's going to do is unzip your life jacket.
Right. That's because if you throw it out, you want to come out of this. My old life jacket had a thing here that this one does too. I'm just too fat.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got.
You attach the safety lanyard, so if you fall out of the boat, it shuts the motor off. Otherwise, the boat will go into what they call a death circle. It will just go around and around in circles and come back and run over you.
Yeah, that
which
sounds
wouldn't
bad.
be very pleasant.
No.
That sounds unfortunate.
I bet Jack from the Titanic would have liked that though.
Circle back, ran over, right. Got it over with.
Right, exactly. Why freeze to death?
And then drown.
It's one of those things, well, that'll never happen to me, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like it could happen to anybody, so just clip it on and that way you don't have to worry about it.
Besides that, if I'm tied to this seat, if I need something, I can have Maggie get it for us.
I can't
safety.
get up. I got
So I
He
see a
thinks
big.
that.
What?
Ooh,
I see a big log, so I'm going to guess I'm going to stay on this side of it.
big log just laying there, which means it's really big, or the water's really shallow. And it'll be hard to say which till we go through there. So you recorded me looking awkward getting to the front of the boat.
I'm sure I look awkward getting anywhere, so.
So you think we were going this fast kayaking?
I know we weren't, but I don't really want to go any faster because it's just kind of a shakedown cruise in the river. And if we start floating, less than a quarter mile from where we had that boat ramp is, a 17-foot high low head dam. So we want to stay under control, make sure everything works.
No joke there.
Okay, so we're out exploring this river, and this thing came with 2 different fish finders, one for here at the console and one for up at the bow. And I ought to put those on. I should have brought them with me. I just wanted to check out the boat this time. But the nice thing with that while we're exploring is it would tell us the depth of the water at least.
The marine plywood floor, which I don't know what this...
That's some kind of horse matting, I think.
Yeah, I would do that, and then I put them up on a pedestal, and I only use those for fishing.
Right,
so
okay.
you sit in them to fish, but when you were driving the boat, I just sat on the metal.
Yeah. We did that, but with no back support was what kind of killed us. Sitting on the metal wasn't bad because you can sit on a boat cushion.
Right.
But I got to have something to lean my back on almost.
Now we're checking our lines for gators.
Yep. We ain't seen a one of them.
None of our lines are down.
Right.
But of course we didn't put them up, so that might be it.
We did see a couple tree shakers.
Tree shakers.
Shoot them.
Shoot them.
So she's got a hood on and got earmuffs on her hat. But you know what? I ain't mad at her. It's a little cold out here this morning. So, but god dang, it is beautiful.
It's downright chilly out here.
So there's some cool rock cliffs. I'll tell you what, the John boat is the way to do this, isn't it?
Very much so.
It's funny, a big gust of wind just hit us, and I had to wheel straight, and it started going left. So I'm just motoring along at 3,000 RPMs, and I don't know how fast we're going, but we're going faster than what we could paddle a kayak, that's for sure. But I am just amazed. I have never seen these cliffs. We've never been on this part of the river. That is wild. I hope you guys can see that. The sun's right at least to be able to, but that's probably 300 feet tall, and it's like straight up and down for 100 feet, probably at the top, and then it's about a, I don't know, about a 70-degree slope the rest of the way down to the water. Very cool. We'll definitely have to come back and do this again in the fall before all the leaves fall off the trees. I guarantee you this would be absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful today. So there's a little house and camp. First one we've seen on that side of the river. Actually, the first one north of Williams Dam at all. So we've got a little water in the hole, but that came over the transom while we were launching. All right, so right after we left the boat ramp, the high ground was on the left and the flat fields were on the right. And now it's exactly opposite. So there's a pretty high bank, not as high as the cliffs, but that's all flat fields over there on the left. And that should be north. And that should be south. And then obviously this river runs east-west, and we're going east right now. So our goal is to go up to Bedford. There's a boat ramp there, and I think we can get all the way there. And there's like a White River Country Club is in between, so we'll see what that looks like. All right, so we're trying to find on the Google Maps or the Gaia map where we're at. Is that, we're going 5.5 mile an hour?
That's the average speed since I turned it on 10 seconds ago.
Oh, nice. So we're running 5 mile an hour up this river, and that's pretty wild. We're just chugging along at 3,000 RPMs. I'll tell you what, this is way more fun than I thought it was going to be. That's awesome. I mean, I thought it was going to be cool, but this is very cool. Maggie found her house. The only thing she might have as an issue is I don't think they've got it for sale. So she said the fact that it's not for sale shouldn't be a problem.
Minor detail. Awesome.
I'm doing Maggie's trick. She said if you can't see it in the sun, get closer to it. I think the sun's too straight right over the top of us for that to work this time. That is a lot colder over here in the shade than it was in the sun.
That's how I noticed it
Up there.
So we're really impressed with this Tohatsu 20 horsepower 4-stroke motor. It's chugging along at 3,000 RPM. It don't stink. It ain't real loud. And I bet it's just sipping gas. But we do have 5 gallons extra just in case. There's a big fish jump. There's some turtles. There was a big one that just jumped in there, but there's still one there on that little stump to the right.
What are you getting ready to do?
We'll fly a drone, an unmanned aerial vehicle.
An unmanned aerial vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My drone's small.
Look at that drone.
That's not a drone. This is a drone.
I gotta admit, you're right. This isn't a drone, that's a drone.
In the battle of the dueling drones, Rob has lost the first round.
We bought this because Sage was doing her wedding videography. And it was my birthday present, but really it was so Sage had a more professional quality drone.
Hey, whatever gets it done. Right? Why don't I'm feeling conscientious about launching mine.
So you just put the little iPad in it.
Yeah, I like to use the mini iPad because it's you know, a lot bigger screen.
That's really nice.
Yeah. It's just one more thing you have to hassle with, but I don't know, I like it.
Pretty cool, in my opinion. Did it come with those things to hold the mini iPad, or did you have to buy them?
This is part of it, part of the remote.
Oh my gosh.
And if you use your phone sits in there nice and like perfect.
Oh.
But I like to use this because it's bigger and I can see more, and I'm not exactly a skilled drone operator. Won the race to who got up altitude first. You're ahead.
So the score is now 1-1. Oh my. Oh shit.
I was afraid of that.
Sorry about the cursing, but that scared me. That is a way bigger drone than we have.
Okay, they say be very careful on rivers and stuff like that, or bridges, anything to fit for a fishing line. You won't be able to see it. But if some fisherman hung his line in a tree, you know, and you're flying along the bank or something, it will find your drone.
If I'm doing this right, I have it on active track, and it should follow us as we go by.
And are you recording?
Yeah, well. Yes, I was. No.
Well, we'll find out in a minute whether or not it turns around and follows us.
Because the battery's way low or something?
Yeah.
Drone issues. Is that? Oh, that's a bird.
I think if it took off back, because it kept going to the trees, if it took off back home, it probably diagonaled across, because this river turns left.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should zip down there and see what it's doing, babe. What's it say?
Now it's 267.
Okay.
It started to go down and then it started to go back up.
Okay, wait a minute. That means pull over here. It went straight over.
Think?
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
right? Is there any place on this shore where you can
Climb up the
where I can
bank?
climb up the bank?
This looks like vertical. Let's go that way a little bit, because we can always come back to it and see if it's...
Well, we know where that down tree is about where it's the shortest distance to it.
Getting farther away still?
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta find a place we can get on the ground then.
It's kind of my fault.
Never get out of the boat! No.
Got to get out of the boat. If we pull up,
Yeah, I'm gonna...
see that tree? You think you can pin it against the tree, but there's another tree in front of that tree, so you probably can't even get close to it.
GPS mode, so it should be telling me there should be a GPS marker on here somewhere.
Well, if we knew how to look at the GPS map. Is there a way to make that bottom right screen bigger? Maybe it'll show you then. See this right here? I see a track down into the water where the animals
that's a
come and go.
drainage or something.
Or yeah, drainage. I don't
So it's
know.
still like 260 something?
It was 260.
274.
Well,
That's not horrible though.
no. I mean, it's got to be up that way. If you could pin it against there.
I can.
I'm willing to try and climb it.
If you get wet, you're gonna be miserable.
If I get wet, we're gonna have to go back. But I can see the animals use that track, so
Watch it front hit.
yeah.
We'll give it a little gas. Pin it in there.
Yeah.
Hang on to some roots and shit. Yeah. Green briar.
Yeah, they are hateful.
Yeah, walk like to the, I think there's a cornfield right there or something. Walk up to it and see if you got closer.
Can you take a screenshot of that right there?
So we were flying the drone and the batteries got low, and so it tried to return to home. But the problem was we weren't on home, we were driving the boat. So the thing took off on its own, and the river's right over there. And it was trying to go diagonal across this field, and we think it hit a tree, but this area's got such bad cell phone service. We've got a map that says where it's at, but nothing will fill in on the map, so we don't know if it's, we think it's in a tree somewhere between here and there.
Okay, let's see.
So we've got the GPS coordinates of the drone, and we're just trying to figure out where that's at compared to where we're at. Because we know we're down yonder south. Okay, so we've got coordinates, and this field I did find on my Onyx. This field belongs to Springs, and so we don't know them real well, but we know who they are. So we're going across this field looking for this drone, and I think we've kind of homed in on it. So wish us luck, because that was one of the big drones, one of the pro drones, and you don't want to lose those. I don't want to lose my little one.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, we are on it.
Okay.
And
you got it figured out.
we think so. And we do know that it was on a trajectory going to home. The good thing is it's almost back where we parked the boat.
Oh, hot damn.
So whatever you do, don't get out of the boat.
I'm not out of the boat.
All right, bye.
If nothing happens to the rope, we're going to be right here.
Yeah, don't let nothing happen to that rope.
Exactly.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay, so we got the coordinates. We think it might have got on the other side of the river. We're not sure.
But I am hopeful that it hit the trees and went down and didn't go in the drink.
Yeah, because we know they can't swim.
Right.
I think.
Go ahead. Yeah. And I don't know about Rob, but I'm not going to dive for it.
I'm not diving for it either. I gave that up. So, my thing would be, we're on the path that it took. So it made it across this field, but we saw it and the camera hit a tree.
Right.
And I think it could be these big sycamore trees right here in front of us. And that would, it'd be lucky if it was, and then landed on the ground.
Either. I really thought it was just that I hit the trees on the side of the river where we were.
Uh-huh.
But it clearly following its flight plan, its flight
Path.
record,
Yeah.
it tried to fly home.
Well, and like mine's programmed to fly home at like 250 feet so that it gets over all these trees and stuff. But I've never used the home function.
Well, the whole time it was flying, but I was in such a panic at that point that
Oh.
I was trying to hit the tree.
Oh no! Oh yeah, to
I
get
know
it.
trees is ground,
Right.
not water.
Right.
So at least it'll be something repairable if we find it.
Right.
If it went in the water, that's it. It's gone forever.
Okay, we parked the boat probably 100 yards upriver, but we're going to see if we can spot this thing first, and then we'll get the boat and see how we're going to get it retrieved. Okay.
And whatever.
8.6.
Yeah. 86.6033933.
933. Okay, you did 3933, so yeah. one of them out of order.
86.60933.
Okay, so we got them inverted. I didn't think it could have got on the other side of the river. You've got 3.9 instead of 9.3.
Well, wait a minute. Let's do this again. 86.603.933.
Oh, you do have them right. Just didn't read them right, I think. 603.933. 603.933. Okay, so apparently it got on the other side of the river. That's wild. So it definitely showed a picture showing land. So it must have went on across the river. And if that's the case, there's no place here to get in or out of the boat. So I guess if we confirm that we are on the other side with the drone, we'll go back to the boat and cross the river and go to as close as we can get to it from in the boat.
Apparently this is how you get to it by land. If you're on shore, you got to go across the river and then over to where
it says it's at.
Where it's at.
So it says by road it's 11 minutes from us, which means you got to cross the river. I'm not sure what bridge they're talking about because I don't know of one. I guess probably the bridge right outside of Williams. Anyway, we've got probably a 15-minute walk back to the boat, which is that way.
Oh, it's that way?
Yeah, it's that way. And then we're going to load up and then we'll troll along the river and see if we can't get close to it and spot it, hopefully. Okay, so this wasn't part of the adventure today, but usually the best adventures are unplanned. But I'll tell you what, look at this freaking farm. This is beautiful. I think what I saw on the map was this is Springs Farm. I'm not positive, but I do know this. It's some beautiful country. So she's blowing a whistle, but she sent me her location. So we're heading towards it. I'm pretty sure it was right in the corner of that field. So now we're doing a hike to get the boat to continue the search. Hello! Hello! Hey, you're trespassing. There's the boat. Yep, I think that is where I came up. And like I said, if it weren't for the weeds and a couple of them trees, I wasn't gonna make it. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
If I roll down there, I don't disappear in that murk.
Well, I bet that water's probably 10 feet deep. Is that where I climbed up? There's a pretty good game trail right here.
That looks pretty good over there to me.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna try.
Jeff.
I'm gonna wait and see if he needs his life jacket, and if he doesn't, I'll go that way too.
I throw a rope to help you, but you didn't bring one.
Yeah, there's still clothesline in there for the anchors. Wow. We made it. So I really don't want to fall in the river.
I told him that I needed different shoes, and he said, no, those are perfect.
Those are great for the river.
Those are
I
boat
heard you
shoes.
say it.
But now that you had trouble getting yourselves back here,
We didn't really have trouble.
you didn't know where the boat was.
Well,
if
that's
I'd
true.
gone with you, none of us would have known where the boat was.
Hey, everybody knows you don't get out of the boat. Never get out of the boat.
Only the female was smart enough to stay in the boat.
No.
In the water.
I ain't getting in the water. No. I want you to know how professional that knot was.
so professional.
You didn't move an inch, did you?
Nope. It was great. I stayed right here.
All this hiking got me worn out.
If he fails to step into the boat, this is going to this is going to be ugly. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't fall out of the boat, because I am not rated to help either one of you.
I just don't want to push it out so far I can't get in it. There we go. It's going.
Well, I'm going to film it in case this is a
In case I do.
phenomenal failure.
All right.
Oh God, Rob, stay to the other side before we fall over.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could have put some of this away.
Nope, I couldn't.
Hey, I no longer need a stocking cap.
So our river cruise turned into a drone rescue mission.
Yep.
Something
Possibly.
about 3 hours.
3 hour cruise. Okay, we'll see if she starts.
This could get really ugly really fast.
Okay. Motor's in the water.
Oh, thank God.
Like nothing to it.
All right, which way do we go?
We gotta go south.
Downriver.
Downriver.
Aha.
But not real far. But the GPS coordinates say it crossed the river, and I'm just amazed that it did that. We even double checked the coordinates, make sure we had the right ones in, and sure enough, it did.
Interesting.
He's the landing party. Go rescue this.
You two are definitely the landing party, because when you said my Crocs were the perfect shoes, I'm telling you,
Took you right out the game, didn't it?
it took me out the game for getting off this boat.
I'll tell you what, if it weren't for some of that vegetation, I wouldn't have got off it. Oh, but you missed. That is the most beautiful freaking farm up there I've ever seen. There's some of the old round top silos,
Oh man.
and it's just gorgeous.
Well,
The only thing that made it look better was if there'd been a big DJI drone right in the middle of that field.
That would have been nice.
that would have been awesome.
Well, you know what? Here's an overhanging tree. I wonder if maybe, God.
Oh, it's a ways still.
Oh, it's still, okay, I'll go a little quicker then.
Well, we were a long way back when it took off.
Yeah, but it was trying to
And
get
if-
back there.
Then I say, so if it was trying to go home, it's going to be way back there.
Well, we were right across the river from it. That's where we walked back from just now.
Oh wow.
I'll let you know when we get close. Oh shit, now my battery trying to go dead.
Do I?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going. You're fine.
He said he'd let us know when he got close.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. Some eagle will have grabbed it and put it in its
That
nest.
might be exactly what happened. It didn't fly across this river. An eagle took it. It thought it was its long lost child.
Whoopsie.
You can see how high the river gets. There's a refrigerator that's brought up here by one of the floods.
Alright, getting close.
Okay.
Pull up that log there.
Okay.
Where is it?
That's it right in there somewhere?
Where is it? Big corridor.
Watch that log.
Yeah.
Okay, where do the coordinates say it's at, Jeff?
Oh, well, now we've gone past it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
it's up on the hill. It's gonna
Oh.
be a hike. Well, what I was saying, Rob, see that big log?
Oh, so you can get out there to...
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
I think I could get out onto that log.
okay.
I was looking at maybe that log right there, but it looks like it's
No, that's all
stump.
rock.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take you the big rock, big log. I see limbs on it, looks like on down, so I'm gonna go right to the big stump end of it. Right. Load her up a little bit.
Man, I don't see anything you can climb there, man.
Yeah, I don't need it. That's gonna be a tough one.
I mean, once you get there, how are you going to get up and back down? Easy, slow. You got to turn more to your right, baby.
Good job.
Now the hard part.
Yeah.
We'll be back for you.
Yeah, we'll just.
You guys could just go ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
after it goes up.
yeah, I'm gonna film this first.
Hey, good job keeping your life jacket on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's so steep.
Hey, I know, it's
I've got to
vertical.
go all the way into the drain if I want.
Yes.
If you take your life jacket off, it's a given that you're going in.
Okay, and we've got a log right in front of us, so we're gonna kick out a little bit. But he's about halfway up the hill.
Talk louder, you're behind the camera.
I know. I see something right there. Could that be it? Or is that a rock?
Navigate this terrain.
Yeah. Doesn't work great?
I'm not coordinated enough.
Where does it say it's at?
I actually saw like a gray something about right where you're at now, but it was probably a rock from down here.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I thought I saw something too, but I don't think I really did.
Yeah. Could have been the gray GGI plastic.
But it could be one of these gray branches.
Yeah, or one of these limestone rocks.
One of the limestone. It's got a lot of options. Yeah, I got you.
Awesome.
Sweet.
That was all the way at the top of that hill, but it was on the ground, and there's a hawk looking for it, and there's another buzzard looking for it. So I don't know, wave your arms real big so I can see you maybe. I got it zoomed in as far as I can go, but he is skylighted on top of that hill. So bad.
Hey Jeff, wave your arms. Wave your arms.
So I can see you. And he's got the drone in his hand. Successful recovery. I bet that's every bit of a $1,500 recovery too.
Yeah.
So it came from way over there around this bend on the river. It said its battery was low and it tried to get home, and we launched it from right about here in the river. But we never were up on top of that hill. Well, I'm glad it landed there and not in this water. I wonder if maybe they've got it built in where it won't land on water. That'd be nice, unless you're out in the middle of the ocean or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
But we learned that when we launch drones, we won't hit home. Here he is calling. Hey, hey!
Is there a location in my area where you can pull the boat up, or should we go back to that log?
There is a big limestone rock that is, you might be able to slide down.
Right,
but
straight below you.
Yeah, directly straight below you.
Does Maggie think that's safe?
She's the one. Does Maggie think that's safe?
I think it's as good as anything else around here because there's no good way for you to hold on. I think you could get on that and then come on down.
So he's rock climbing down. Probably should have a safety line on. But what we're thinking, that's about at least 8 to 10 feet, almost vertical. But he
we're going to put the nose of this boat right against that limestone, and I think he can kind of just shimmy you down that big limestone rock right into the bow of this. So that's the goal.
That's the plan, that's the hope, but man, he found his $1,500 drone. So it's a good day. 3-hour cruise. You gotta love them.
See that long dead log? You're aiming for that long dead log right there. All right, that tree that's leaning out, can you use that to brace and swing yourself down?
Yeah.
The tree that's right in front of you.
Right.
Okay, I'll nose in.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do it till you catch your breath.
And make sure there's a boat there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna want the boat. Yeah, I figure those big pieces of limestone right there will give him something. I think that's just the gentlest place to come down. Not that it's gentle, but it's worse of a cliff than the other places. Ooh, here he comes.
You got the drone tucked in your vest, huh? I love it.
Well, I wanted both hands.
Yeah, you need both hands.
Both hands is a must. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, do me a favor, kick that rope back all the way in the boat, too. There we go. I will snag something out there and yank us out.
Woo!
Well, you got your victory. Show the drone. Show your...
Successful drone rescue.
And it's not broken or anything?
It lost a propeller.
Well,
It lost one propeller.
Yeah,
and
but
this one,
you can get more propellers.
the
That's
LED.
easy.
I think all this is an LED light.
Ah,
Okay.
So we could probably just glue that.
I
back
can glue
on.
that back together. I
Yeah.
glued Rob's back together.
she glued
Yeah.
mine back together with that UV glue.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can't do, I can't fold it up no more. I have to. That's why I've got such a big box.
It
for
should
my
be
little
foldable
drone.
on yours because it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put
Still
that.
folds up.
Awesome. Well, throw a battery in it. No. No.
Yeah.
Maybe when we're back to the boat ramp.
Yeah. Okay, so I said probably because my drone was like $399 or something. Is that a $1,500 drone?
$1,500.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
what she costs.
There was a reason I didn't have that drone. Okay, now here's the next thing. Does your daughter still need it to do her job?
She doesn't do wedding videos anymore.
Thank
so.
goodness.
Ooh, she'd be really mad at you now.
Yeah.
No, she'd be mad at us.
Yeah.
She goes, how'd you let him do that?
Right. We'd be on the list. The SH list.
So that was a major rookie mistake.
Yeah.
But, hey man, you know, I'm trying to say it without stealing somebody else's title, but, oh, there's your prop. Show the prop.
Oh, it's trashed, but I found it
But
laying on the
it
ground, so I
exists.
picked it up.
Yeah, and we didn't leave any garbage out, so
Right, there you go.
we cleaned up after ourselves, left no trace behind, and recovered our drone.
And I just happen to have several sets of
Blades, yeah.
Blades.
They're around. And I put your iPad in that bag,
Oh,
so
and here's the controller for the drone. We'll
Yeah.
make sure we don't lose it.
it kept wanting to die, so I finally just let it die.
Well, and it kept beeping, and I was like, what is beeping? I thought there was something wrong with the motor or something. I was like, that's all we do not need.
Right? One more thing on this 3-hour cruise.
Someday, we need to sit around and tell the story of snowmobiling up there in
Oh my God, that's the greatest
Wisconsin.
story ever. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
I don't.
All right, so our safety officer just informed us that this 3-hour cruise is over. And we are heading back to Williams to the boat ramp. We didn't make it to Bedford, but we got pretty close.
We got maybe halfway. Maybe.
We got a lot farther than we would have got in a kayak.
Infinitely farther than a kayak.
Well, and we taught Jeff about making the first fail video that actually had a good ending too.
Yeah.
It was, by all accounts, a fail video that we pulled out to the last second.
There's a pseudo save at the end.
Well, I mean, the technology on these drones is amazing, right? I mean, it told it, the problem we had was no cell coverage to be able to get it to download, and it took forever. But once it downloaded, it told him exactly where the thing was at, and that's exactly where it was at.
Yeah, I pulled my phone back out of my pocket and said, okay, it should be close. Well, it looks like it should be right here. And I looked, and right there it was, right on the ground. Like 2 feet away from me.
So that's 6,000 RPM, and I don't normally go this quick, but it's kind of nice to be able to.
We're not the only ones out here enjoying today. There goes the bicyclist.
Jump in here.
Where at?
Just go next to me.
Oh, you're gonna do this. Okay. All right.
Well, because the sun's right there.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed our adventure. So we had a drone casualty a little bit, but we got it recovered. And then unfortunately, as we were loading the boat, the handle came and smacked Maggie in the face, so that's not good. But she's all right.
Sure I am.
She's tough.
She is tough. She's tougher than I am.
Ice pack on my face.
But if you like this content, give us a thumbs up. It absolutely helps the channel, and we'll get her another ice pack. And we invite you to subscribe to see more. Have a great day, and don't do like we did. Be safe.
Exactly. Try to be safer than we were. Jesus.